Hi guys, welcome to the lecture Introduction to Bootstrap. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about what is Bootstrap and we'll see what Bootstrap can do for us for developing website and web applications. So let's get started. So what is Bootstrap? Bootstrap is the most popular and most famous JavaScript HTML5 and CSS framework. So it is a framework for HTML, CSS and JavaScript for developing mobile first responsive projects on the web. So what I mean by a framework is predefined set of classes or the files or the things that we can use to develop a cool website. So in this case, Bootstrap framework provides predefined HTML, CSS and JavaScript that we can directly use in our website development, and we can start designing our website. And that website, when we use Bootstrap classes, Bootstrap CSS and Bootstrap JavaScript file, those websites will be responsive by default and they will be mobile first. So what is responsive? When I say what is responsive, means when we use the Bootstrap provided CSS and JavaScript that we are going to see in the next section when we look at the downloading and setting up the Bootstrap environment. So when you download the Bootstrap, you will be getting CSS and JavaScript files which are pre-written and pre-designed by the Bootstrap team. So those CSS classes and JavaScript functions we can directly use in our website development, and we will be getting much more easier at the feature development for our website. So when we use this Bootstrap files and classes, we will get the responsive website. What is responsive website? Responsive means when we design a website, we design for the bigger screen or smaller screen, but when the screen size changes, like nowadays we have different sizes of the device, like we have a LED or smart TV, we have a desktop, we have a laptop, we have a phablet, we have a tablet, we have a mobile device of varying sizes. So once we develop a website, that website should be looking good and well aligned on those devices. So when we change the device size, our website should respond to those changing sizes and it should adjust itself so that user will have a very good user experience. So that is what responsiveness. So when we design a website with Bootstrap, it will be by default responsive. So we need not to go and do all those things to make it responsive. So that is what responsiveness, and that is what the advantage of using Bootstrap framework. And what are the website or web application we develop using Bootstrap framework? Those websites will be mobile first. Means what Bootstrap team has done, they have given the framework. Bootstrap framework has written in the way that those websites will be mobile first. They will be first look good on the mobiles, and then they have redesigned those things to look good on the bigger screen size. So Bootstrap first preference was the mobile. So how it should be looking on the mobiles. So they have developed a Bootstrap framework keeping in mind the mobile, and then they have expanded those classes to make it look good on the bigger devices like tablet or desktop. So that is what Bootstrap. So it is a, in short, it is a HTML, CSS and JavaScript framework for developing responsive mobile first projects or web application or website on the internet. So next is what Bootstrap does for us. So as a developer, what Bootstrap does for us. Before looking at those things, let's have a quick facts about the Bootstrap history. So Bootstrap is an open source front-end development framework. So with Bootstrap, we can develop the front end of a website. So it is more of a look and feel of a website, how our website look like. And then who developed this Bootstrap framework? So Bootstrap framework was developed by the team at Twitter, and that's why it is also known as Twitter Bootstrap framework. So a team of Twitter engineers, they have designed this Bootstrap framework to help the web developers to design responsive mobile first websites. So this is a short history of Bootstrap. So what Bootstrap does for developers? Bootstrap enables developers and designers to quickly build fully responsive websites and web applications. So it provides the classes, it provides the css, it provides the javascript files, so that we are not going to write those javascript and css files, because those files, those css files and javascript files, javascript functions are of 1,000 lines. If you go and start writing, it will take a lot of time. To save our time, to save our design thinking, they have given the framework. So if we want something similar, we can go and use those classes, those css files, those javascript files, and we can start building our website or web application. So this is the little advantage of the using Bootstrap. So see you in the next lecture.